What's up, family? Welcome back to yet another powerful weekly focused. Again, we're going to be concentrating on gold as well as Nasdaq. Now, if you watched my previous focused or weekly focused, you will understand that we really went in hard on gold and created an emphasis on this movement that we just see right now that has taken place. The buy that I spoke about took place quite beautifully. Again, I broke it down quite easily for a beginner or even an intermediate or an advanced trader to understand classic break and retest. If I were to trade any strategy in this world and they given me just one strategy to work with, it would be break and retest. And that's what I said the other week that we can see that there was momentum. It broke the previous high that gave us a nice breaker. We retest into that, and the only way now we can really expect gold to go is to actually give us a new high. I said we're going to be creating a new all-time high, right? And of course, given that we do have this point over here, some can be, drawing trend lines like this to say we are selling. But as you can see, this can be a beautiful liquidity that the market is going to take. We can actually use this trend line to get off our trend line trade as just a break and retest again that will continue. So that will give me a little bit opportunities again to present another entry to you, my learned friends. Okay, so based on smart money over here, I can see we do have a demand area here. And I expect the market to pull back into this area, and I'll show you why also expect it. Okay, I expect it to pull back into this area or of this demand area. So within today of Monday, the 26th of May, and then I expect it to sort of just now buy. Once it has done that, pull back and further buy to create all-time highs. This is what I see on gold. It's quite clear. And if we go all the way to, your lower time frames over here, let's say H4, you get to see what I'm talking about. So that's where we actually going towards currently. So as I'm doing this, I can see we can be going towards this demand area. In fact, if we just further refine it to that candlestick, then that's much clearer. And then again, this can be another classic and break and retest, as it's gonna break this or I anticipate it to break that. We can also be using such levels like the one that has been that's gonna be created. It's gonna come back into that and then further buy. So two buy opportunities, my learned friends, that I'm presenting in for you. Again, yeah, a sort of retest now or a pullback. It's taking place because we can see that we are actually sitting on that big supply level over there. But that's just liquidity, man. Yes, I would take this trade. In fact, my indicator, and I just want to talk quickly about my indicator before I go into Nasdaq. Those who've been anticipating to get their hands on my entry indicator. Again, this is not the holy grail that's gonna make you, or holy grail rather, that's gonna make you a millionaire overnight. It's just a tool to make consistent profits with just little to nothing of analysis. So instead of doing all the nitty-gritties of breaking down structure, making sure you're right, technical analysis is all about you having the ability to read structure right, and then that's when you make money. In this case, you just have to see the arrow, as you can see what's pressing it down. In this case, I would have taken this cells over here. It came all the way here. I would take this cells and probably, but I just saw it now as I'm doing this, and I would actually take my profits here. So for those who have been looking at getting their hands on this, the first 5 people, we're launching it today. The first 5 people are going to be getting this at 50% discount. Okay, you heard me right. The first 5 people are going to be getting this at 50% discount. So I'm looking forward. You can contact me there. I have my WhatsApp there. And then you can get this as the early 5 people. The rest of you guys, if you're late, you're gonna get it on the full price. So this is just valid again for this week only from the 26th to the 30th of May. Okay. So this is what we see. I'll go on to Nasdaq to see what we actually see on the H1. but currently this is what it's giving us on the system. Now let's go to Nasdaq since we've sort of created a conclusion that we're gonna sell on gold, therefore buy, and then expect another retest and then buy again. Let's go on to Nasdaq. Let's see what we can have over here. Believe this was just one of the things I was probably doing with the team. But yeah, it seems to have quite played out over here while we're getting those buys. Okay. So on Nasdaq, we can see we're on the daily time frame. We do have sort of this highs here that I just want to bring to your attention. We can also see Nasdaq quite pushing up. Um, I did predict sales last time for Nasdaq, and I did say we should come in into this fair value gap. If I'm not mistaken, I probably predicted them to come all the way lower here. But oh no. This was our analysis actually. So I actually used this breaker and this fair value gap. So also Nasdaq did exactly what we say. Please do go and watch. Don't take my word for it. Just go watch our previous weekly focus. You would see we predicted this quite accurately. So also use that as a learning opportunity. You know, there was no hindsight. We just strictly predicting the market. So with this, it's quite easy. I mean, it sold beautifully. It also took advantage of the sell. Let me know. Now, we're about to buy, and it's quite clear that this buy is taking place. And I'm telling you again, we're aiming for this prices here of 22,1 triple 104. That's where I am aiming for. Now, if we can have this candlestick close, that will be a nice bullish engulfing candle. And I'll just probably be on the H4, just wait for a slight retest over there. Maybe a retest into this fair value gap. Okay, then probably just buy. Okay, mostly um, bullish engulfing candlesticks, what they like to do is when a candlestick creates after bullish engulfing, it will usually just retest, if not up to the 50% of the body, at least above the 50% mark. So that's actually anticipating. So I can only measure this body for Fibonacci once it is closed. Then I can be quite sure where exactly I would be buying. But for you guys, that's what you can do as well. You can just wait for that 50% of the daily body to close. That means today, wait for it to close. Then you can take your entry as of Tuesday. And we should be seeing a lot of buy opportunities coming as of June as well. I will do a monthly focused on that. Um, Typically, that's what I see on Nasdaq, guys. It's quite clear. There's no confusion over here when it comes to this market. Let's go on to um, let's go on to Nasdaq here on this indicator. Okay, let's go on to Nasdaq and just see what this market is cooking for us. Okay, I just want to reload this. Okay, so far a buy had came in over here. We can see this beautiful buy. It's quite accurate. I think it came in the early hours. I wasn't probably on that market already. Um, but some of my users must have caught that. Oh, this was actually Friday. So it came in. I wasn't trading Nasdaq Friday. I was mostly focused on gold. So we can see this buy. So people who actually caught this buy have been in beautiful profits. As you can see, guys, this is not the holy grail of trading. It's just a simple system that uses simple supply and demand and uses an Ichinoka with all of that coded information. It gives you guys this good entries. They're not sniper entries, just good enough entries to make you guys consistent profits. You follow the rules of the system, you make money. So again, it's now officially available to the public. And of course, we're giving it off 50% for the first five people that want to get their hands on this. And that is valid of this week. If you come the other week, once I've posted, let's say June, you won't get 50% of this. So make sure you can secure this while it's quite valid. Okay. So, but nevertheless, guys, I will see you on the next video. Thank you so much for watching this. God bless you. Make sure to subscribe, like, because we're bringing in quite education. As you can see, with that weekly focus, I broke it down smart money wise. So if you really want to learn how I did that, go back into that previous video and you will see most of my teachings, they have, hindsight, it already took place. People will think, because I see it took place, I know where it's gonna go. But with weekly reviews, we're showing you real-time skill here to say, weekly focused, we're showing you real-time skills that take place effectively on the market. So do go and watch those videos. God bless you.